All right, Smart Medical Sales listeners, I want to walk you through an awesome slideshow today on how to beat other candidates with the 30, 60, 90-day plan. This is a 5-step plan to help ensure that you don't get passed up by someone else for your 6-figure career. Have you guys ever felt like no matter what you try to get into an opportunity or make it work for you, just hasn't worked? Do you guys wish that you could have a clear pathway to get hired? Are you guys ready to do what it takes, even if it's different than what you've always done? I know that I definitely have, and I know that going from toilet paper to spinal implants was really tough for me. And when I was going through this, there were no resources, and I just had to figure it out on my own. I do remember that the one thing that really started differentiating me from others was a fantastic 30, 60, 90-day plan. And really it was the one thing that once I started getting interviews, I realized that started differentiating me and bringing me up to the top of those candidates. So really today I just want to walk you guys through the best way that you could use a 30, 60, 90-day plan to beat other candidates and land your 6-figure career. So let's make it happen. So really the 5 steps are very simple, Smart Medical Sales listeners, and it is right here. Show them your accomplishments and differentiate yourself. Step number 1. Step number 2, demonstrate why you're the ideal candidate over others. Step number 3, help them see you as one of them with words like we and us. Step number 4, walk them through your plan of action. And step number 5, ask for feedback and close. I'm going to walk through each one of these steps so that you guys could get a feel for what it is and how you're going to use this 30, 60, 90-day plan to really skyrocket you into your first 6-figure career in medical device sales. So here we go. Show them your accomplishments and differentiate yourself. And here, the 3 subpoints that I want to walk you all through is you want to give the interviewer context. They don't know who you are. So what you want to do is you want to use things that you've done in your career through this 30, 60, 90 in a very unique way, what you've done in the past and who you are. Offer the interviewer a distinction. Why are you different? What are the things that you've done that make you different from other candidates out there? And if you guys sit down and if you've done the exercises that we've talked about, you'll know why you're different. And finally, create significant relevance. Why does it matter? Why does it matter that you're different? Why does it matter that you are who you are? Put it in terms of their language and what they want, and you'll find that it'll become even more compelling when you jump into the actual 30, 60, 90 part of the plan. Step number 2, demonstrate why you're the ideal candidate over others. This is part of your differentiation strategy. And if you guys realize the 30, 60, 90, one mistake that a lot of people make is that they get right into what it is that they're going to do, the actions. While the actions are important, I'm walking you guys through something that's going to make your 30, 60, 90 completely different than the rest of the other candidates. And this is why you'll rise to the 1% of those people in front of those interviewers. So again, show them your accomplishments, differentiate yourself, demonstrate why you're the ideal candidate. So under demonstrating you're the ideal candidate, what do you believe? And here you want to do what I call match the mission. Whatever you know the company's mission to be, match the mission if that's true. If it's not true, then do whatever is true to yourself, because the one thing that comes with matching the mission and what you believe is being authentic. So make sure that you don't just match the mission because you're just matching the mission. You want to make sure that it matches your mission and relate how their mission relates to your own. And this way you're authentic, you're doing it in the right way. Next step, how do you behave? What are your statistics? What are your stories? Why have you been successful? This is a demonstration to them that gives them an insight into how you behave as a candidate. And this is super important. What will you deliver? The value to be delivered is super key. And you want to be very specific about what you plan on delivering. And I'm not talking about the actual game plan. We're going to get to that in step 4. But what I'm talking about here is what qualities, characteristics, behaviors will you deliver if you're to start that career with this company. Which moves us to step 3. Help them see you as one of them by using language like we and us. One of my favorite theories is the Sapir-Whorf theory. It basically says language makes reality. So the language that you use in your 30, 60, 90 and also in front of the interviewers is going to make a huge difference for you. Use words like we and us instead of you guys or the company. Mention a competitor, right? If you did the work that we've talked about in some of the sheets under the resource section of the site, you'll see that if you mention a competitor and refer to them as them and refer to the company as us, when you start using that them versus us language, you'll find that you start making a connection. You start developing rapport. And then number 3, under help them see you as one of them, ask them about their best performers. Within the 30, 60, 90-day plan, put a question in there. Tell me about your best performers. I want to know. When they start talking about their best performers, that's when you start talking about yourself and what you can add. Ask them again about their best performers, then talk about yourself and what they can add, what you can add. And what ends up happening is the power of association. You associate yourself with their best performers, and guess what? Then they link the two together and they see you as somebody of high value that could add major value to their sales organization. Step number 4, walk them through your plan of action. Here's where you get very concrete. This is where the majority, the 99.9% of people that do a 30, 60, 90-day plan begin. And this is where you've already done your persuasion in the beginning, what I like to call persuasion, what you do before the actual persuasion. And this is the 30, 60, 90 as you traditionally know it. And at this point, you want to be clear about your results, what exactly you're going to deliver. I'm going to deliver 110% my first year out of the gates, and this is how I'm going to do it, A, B, and C. This is my plan. And then you want to be clear about your timelines, just like we do with goal setting. You want to be clear that by when you're going to do this and what are you going to do. And then be clear about leveraging the organizational resources. It's all about we, not me. Because if a hiring manager is going to give you an opportunity, you're going to realize that they're going to give you a lot of credit if you know how to leverage the organization. Who are you going to contact in marketing, in sales? What other salespeople, what managers are you going to reach out to? Have a plan about how you're going to work with the people. It's all about we, it's not about me. And if you know how to position yourself and how to use the help of others to succeed, you'll become a much more valuable asset. And finally, Smart Medical Sales listeners, is step number 5. Ask for feedback and close. You want to ask for feedback on your goals. And this is what you'd call a trial close, right? And so here what you're doing is you ask them, hey, what are your thoughts on the timeline and the results? How does that stack up against some of the best achievers that you have? Based off their feedback, you'll get a feel for how they're looking at you, how they're believing that you're going to be able to deliver within that goal or not. And this is a chance to overcome objections if there are any. If there aren't, it's a chance for you to show them other ways that you're the man or the woman for the job. And this is all inside of you, and you'll be able to respond in a great way if you ask for feedback. And so ask for the results that the best have achieved. How have they done it? This goes back to the association. You're linking yourself to their best performers. And finally, you leverage this intelligence, you take copious notes. This is the strategy for success once you get in. They've given you the recipe, and now it's up to you to leverage that and close for the role. You use the things that you learned and you just close. You close for it. So based off of what we've done here today, does it seem like I'm the one for the job? Is there anything holding you back from working with me? All of these things you can also incorporate into your follow-up message to them. This is all about feedback and about closing. And if you do this right and also incorporate it into your 30, 60, 90, you'll be sure to be in the top 1%. Trust me. I struggled to figure out why I wasn't getting an opportunity, but it wasn't until I truly fine-tuned this 30, 60, 90-day plan in a way that's different that really started helping me break into opportunities.